All right, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Wytchwood part 13, and I have to say I am really getting excited to get this game done because I'm ready to move on to the next. Although I do love this game. This is a very fun game to me. I love the fetch quest aspect of it. I did not get comfortable before I got started, which I should have done. Hold on just a second. Okay, so let's look at our journal. We have got to collect the 4 souls for the goat, the hog, the stag, the hawk, and the wolf. And I'm kind of thinking about it. I think I'd rather do them in order. So I think we are going to start, we are going to start with the hog. Let's see, the hog in the market. So we're going to go to the market. This one? Yep. All right, as always, I hope you guys are having a great day. Let me know in the... I was like, are they all following me? Let me know in the comments, how does my audio sound? I have been working really hard on making sure that sounds the best as I can. Yeah, that's what I thought. Are you who I need to talk to? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that audio for gaming videos has got to be the hardest part. Like, and I'm sure, you know, the YouTubers that have the camera of their face, that could probably be even harder. I don't know. I don't have the money to have a fancy camera, but man, is audio hard. I've got to get this. It's gonna drive me nuts if I don't. So off camera, I have been doing a lot of grinding, just collecting things, just playing around. Alms for the poor, alms for the poor. Beggar. Clinging to a raggedy shawl, the old panhandler holds a tin cup with trembling hands. Alms for the poor? Sure, why not? Which? You bow your head respectfully to the aged fellow, dropping in a coin into his cup. Dropping a coin into his cup is what that should read. From under his ratty hood, the man gleams a silver-toothed grin at you. Thank you, kind miss. A penny for your thoughts, old-timer? I'm afraid my thoughts are a little muddy as of late. Can't seem to recall what day it is or even the last time I ate was. Last I remember, I was working at the old hog farm with the other unfortunates. Not quite sure how I ended up back here on the streets. I've had more than a few memories abandon me as well. Say, I must have left a few of my things behind at the farm. Misplaced my boot and, well, I can't remember what else. Sounds like my memory. I don't suppose you do me the kindness of taking a look around the place for me. I'm not as spry as I used to be. At the hog farm, you say? I guess it wouldn't hurt to take a peek. Maybe they have a lost and found. Bless your heart. I do remember that you'll need permission to get through the gates. Those hog sisters run a tight ship. You'll have to go talk to the big hog who runs the butcher shop here in the market. She'll set you up with a work slip. The hog. Okay. Oh, so right there. Okay. Do. Right here. Right? The chopping block. That's cute. Oh my. Big pig. Chopping through a hock of meat with a gigantic cleaver, the surly-looking swine merely grunts at you when you approach. Excuse me, I heard that you were the one to talk to about getting a work slip. That what you heard? Well, yeah, you heard wrong. We got enough good for nothing workers. Now buzz off. You glance at the halo of flies buzzing around the pig's scalp. Listen, there must be some way to get you a slip. Well, I am running low on ingredients to make the summer sausage, and none of those nincompoops can hold 2 thoughts in their heads. Tell you what, you get me the things I need and I'll give you your precious work slip. Got it, got it, got it. Woohoo, woohoo. Thank you, past me, for doing a lot of off-camera grinding. You plop the sweet-smelling hawk down onto a relatively clean section of countertop. The pig grunts in acknowledgement. Tell you what, you get me the things on the... You push the basket of eggs towards the hog. She holds each one up to a candle flame and oinks in apparent satisfaction. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my microphone cord just got all kinds of tangled up. Okay. Are we still good? Yes. Sorry. All right, and oinks in apparent satisfaction. Tell you what, you give me my things, and then skipper scales. Your fishy catch still flops about, gasping for water, but the hog puts a stop to that with her hefty cleaver. Head up to the market and go northeast and give this to my sis at the gate. The smell of hot dung ought to guide you to that spot. I can hardly contain myself. Well, go contain yourself at the hog farm, for I lose my temper. She slaps a work slip down on the table. Take it. All right. Show the work slip to the tall pig. Let's see where that's at. Okay, up there. Dun, 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 dun. Right here, right? Yep. To the pig farm. You must be the tall pig. Whoa there, no one gets into our hog farm without a work slip. And if you want to work for us, you gotta fit the demographic. And what demographic is that? The kind that don't ask so many stupid questions. Okay. Now go get a work slip, or, sorry. Now you got a work slip or not? Here you go. You hand over the slip of paper and the hog squints at it with her piggy little eyes. You don't look like you can lift a wheelbarrow, let alone last a good day's work. You're nothing but skin and bones. I've got the work slip, don't I? So let me in. Fine, fine. It's not baking off my back if you find yourself face down in the mud after your old heart gives out. Yep. Search the pig farm for the beggar's belongings. 3, huh? Nope. Let's see. I wonder what the Oh, well, clothing items, I think, right? Like one was a boot. Ooh. Stop slacking. Oh, look. This particular pig looks a bit green in the face, and the odors emanating from it are somehow even worse than the local bouquet. What's the matter, Hamlet? Did you eat something that didn't agree with you? Some stomach medicine ought to sort you out. Oh, digestive tablets. I already got it. This particular pig's... What's the matter, Hamlet? Oh, these, right? Yes. Not the pickiest eater, the sick swine eagerly gobbles up the antacid you offer it. You hear a bubbling sound coming from the pig's stomach and decide it's best to avert your eyes for the horrors of the natural process. Oh my lord, this makes me think of my cats. When you look back, the pig has fallen asleep in the mud, looking much happier with its state of being. You turn your attention to the aftermath and gawk at the obvious cause of the beast's indigestion. A bone. Oh, okay. Well, that was one of the belongings. Alright. Let's see. Nope. Ooh, what's that? Oh, is it just a cricket like at the fields? Yeah. Let's see what's going on here. Workers. This gaggle of workers appears to be squabbling over something. Hand it over, I saw it first. Fat chance you already got those good leg wraps while I'm still going barefoot. Give it here. You see the object of their contention, a dirty old boot. Ah, that must be my friend's forgotten piece of footwear. The workers ignore you and continue fighting over their pathetic prize. Crap. I need a pair of elf shoes, growth potion. Okay, growth potion. Can I make that? This is like the one part of this game that drives me nuts, is that I can never find what I'm trying to find. Growth potion. Okay, craft that. And I need elf shoes. Was it one pair of elf shoes I needed to get? Oh, here it is. Collect elf shoes. Yep. Okay, go back. Ah, how do I get out? There it is. Let's see, for the elf shoes, I'm pretty sure I need a shiny lure, right? Yes. All right. Let me find a little elf. I don't know if they're in the market or if... Oh, there's one right there. Give me your shoes. Okay. Easy peasy. I can see my game audio is going into the yellow, so I'm not sure if it's still too loud, so I'm gonna turn it down just a touch. Alright. I hope that is better. Let's go. Where are they at? Where are they at? Where are they at? The workers ignore you and continue fighting over there. Okay, here. You put down the minuscule slippers. These won't be big enough for anybody. The workers ignore you and continue fighting. Growth potion. You pop the cork on the growth portion. You sprinkle a couple of carefully measured drops of the growth potion onto the tiny shoes. They make a sound like popcorn and burst into the size much more accommodating to human feet. The bickering workers look over at the source of the noise and their eyes go wide. Hey, look! Are those new shoes? Dropping the old boot in the mud, they rush over to try on the new footwear. Check it out! They got gangly bells on the toes. Jangly. Why did I say gangly? I am an idiot. Jangly. For Pete's sake. Okay. One more. Let's see. We did the big pig. Can I go in anywhere? What about you? Can't talk to anybody. Can't go down there. Let's see. Looking for things to interact with. Oh, look. This slop trough is overflowing with filth, like something is clogging the drainage hole. A thorough cleaning should dislodge the obstacle. Okay, I need a purification water, and I got one. Yay! Let's see, where is it at? Right there. You sort through the collection of objects you've acquired. A silver tooth, a human bone, and a chewed boot. Did that say chewed? Sorry. I'm not sure what happened in this horrible place, but I've got a suspicion that old beggar may have lost more than just his memories here. I better go see him. He'll be missing his boot at the very least. No kidding, that's what I'm thinking. You flush out the disgusting even again. That's weird. It's like it played everything backwards. It did. Look. Okay. Bye, guys. Alright. Beggar, beggar, beggar. Where was he at? Here we go. Oh, you've returned. Did you have any luck finding my, what was it I lost again? You placed the collected remains in front of the man. Do any of these look familiar to you? Oh, that's my favorite boot. I was wondering where that got off to, but what are these? The man runs his fingers over the bone and silver tooth with creeping realization crossing his face. His skin begins to take on an ephemeral pallor. Am I dead? It would certainly appear that way. Don't feel too bad. These sorts of things have a way of sneaking up on us. Don't they, though? Sorry, I just sniffled. I didn't mean to do that. But I remember now. I was up at the hog farm, but I was too old, too weak to work. The sisters, they said I was useless. They threw me in the feed trough. And then all those hungry pigs. Oh, no, no. How could they do this to me? All my life I was starving. I had to beg for table scraps. And then they fed me to the pigs. I'm very sorry things ended this way. We ought to hold a feast to honor your life properly. A feast? I've never had a feast. Where would we get the food? And who would come? Everyone I know is slaving away for those horrible sows. You cast a glance at the nearby communal cooking pit. I think I have a solution to both of those problems. Don't you worry. I'll make sure you have a meal to remember. Investigate the cooking pit in the market. Oh, up here? The pit has seen its fair share of community cookouts. Though it isn't in the best shape, it will be enough for what you have in mind. Now then, what should be on the menu? Pig? You clap your hands together hungrily. I think pork would be the most appropriate. First, I'll have to fashion the proper container. A feast need not be flesh and blood if the spirit is hungry. Porcine effigy? Okay. Let us see. Alright, I need dough, 2 more wicker work, and a haunted mannequin. What? Well, here is dough. 2 more of these. And the mannequin. Need the blue doll to craft that. And now I can make... I'm telling you guys, I have spent some time just running around collecting stuff. There is the porcine effigy. A tiny pig form suitable for children's play, among other things. Alright. First, I'll have to fashion the proper container. You set the tiny false creature amongst the ashes of the cooking pit. It wriggles and squeals with impotent hunger. Now to fatten up this little piggy, I'll start with the smallest pig sister, but I'll need to collect something special to bind her spirit. Small pig's switch. Visits a small pig at the pig farm. The one that was slapping everybody, right? I bet. Where you be? There. You can hear the runty swine squealing even before you see her. Holding her crop high, she busies herself admonishing a cluster of poor workers. I ought to feed your useless rumps to the meat grinder, you filthy mongrels. Do we pay you to work or to sleep? They recoil from their taskmaster's lashes. You don't pay us at all. Say there, you seem to have gotten awful to got... My mouth does not want to work today. Blah. Say there, you seem to have gotten an awful lot of use from that grotty old switch. What would you say to a trade? What? A trade? I've had this whipper ever since I was a wee suckling. No way, no how am I giving up my precious little flog. Alright, we have to make a new one. Oop. And I've got it. Thank you. Come here. Oh, wait. There it is. Is that a Lashmaster 2000 with extra sticking barbs and rawhide non-slip grip? The one and only. I thought you were doing such an excellent job keeping these poor exploited souls under your hoof that you deserve a reward. She snatches the whip out of your hand with glee, tossing her old straw lash in the mud without a second glance. Not even saying thank you, she scampers off to test out her newly acquired motivational tool on unsuspecting farm workers. Take it. Thank you. Alright, back to the pit. I got a feeling I'm coming for you next. Now to fatten up this little piggy, I'll start with the smallest pig sister, but I need to collect something special. There we go. You feed the ratty straw whip into the mouth of the porcupine porcine effigy. I don't know how to pronounce that. Despite the thing not having any teeth, you distinctly hear the sound of crunching as it chews up its first meal. The effigy shudders and swells in size, becoming a healthy-sized piglet made of straw. One down, two to go. For this feast to go off without a hitch, I'll need to gather something important from that swinish middle sister. That's what I thought. Let's go. So is the third sister the big one in the butcher shop? Alright, sorry, I was getting a drink. Hey you're the one who gave my little sister the souped up whipper, ain't you? Well, I do twice as much work as that stinking twerp. I bet you do. This old beaten stick has served me well these long years, but if she gets an upgrade, then why shouldn't I? Magnum browbeater. Can I make this one? I can. It served me well, but she gets her why shouldn't I? Here you go. The sow takes a few test swings with her new cudgel, making you duck for safety. Aha, now that's more like it. Solid build, perfect balance. You won't be needing that cracked old stick anymore. I'll just take it off your hands. Huh? Sure, whatever. It's as good as firewood now. She ignores you and goes looking for pine cones or small animals to take a swing at. Okay. Back to the pit. Here you go. 1 down, 2 to go. For this feast to go off without a hitch. Yep. Here you go. You chop up the well-weathered cudgel into bite-sized pieces and offer them to the small effigy. It wastes no time gobbling up the bits of wood and crunching them into splinters. Satisfied with its second meal of sticks, the stimulated pig rumbles and once again grows in size. This ham is almost ready for dinner. It just needs one more helping of soul food. Something special from that brutish butcher, which will be the last ingredient I need. Big pig whetstone. All right. Holy cow, it's huge. I got you. Let's see, right here. You see the enormous swine hacking apart a haunch of meat with her cleaver. Its dull and chipped blade has clearly been seen better days. She sneezes heavily before... She sneezes heavily before wiping a glob of snot with the back of her hand. You again. What do you want now? As your dutiful employee, I've been taking it upon myself to improve your meat business. That whetstone of yours looks like it's not doing a great job of keeping your tools sharp. She raises an eyebrow at the worn slab of grindstone sitting on the countertop. Huh? I suppose it might be time to replace the old girl. Just think of how much more brutal you could be with a brand new sharpener. Alrighty. Can we do this one? Where's it at? Okay. I need that, which I can't do because I don't have the white thing. Crap! I have not been there. A rabbit foot. Dang it. So I can't finish this one because I haven't been to the mountain. So who's on the mountain? I was doing so good. Let's see. The stag. Oop, wrong button. To the docks. I'm just gonna go to the... to the in-between. Or the upside down. Oh, I can't go to the mountain. Crap. How do I get to the mountain? Man, oh man, oh man. Do I... Can I get to it from here? From the swamp? Actually, you know what? God, it scared the crap out of me. My phone is ringing. Hold on just a second. Alright. Sorry about that. My husband has impeccable timing. Okay. Into the forest. Let's see if that will get me to the mountain. I think? Man, I don't know. Right there. Yes. I just need to go get a rabbit foot. Right? Just one? Go away, tree. I think this is the right way. Yeah. To the mountain. Look for bunnies. Cardinals. Ooh, what are these? Chilled mushroom. I thought one was gonna come running out of there. Not gonna talk to anybody. I just want to find a rabbit. Iceberry. There's a snowman. I bet this is my travel point. No less crudely constructed than the other snowmen that surround it. Something is nevertheless off about this one in particular. Whether it's too many limbs, the stitched mouth, or the trio of antlers, it irresistibly beckons your touch. And as soon as your fingertips touch its cold surface, it falls completely into pieces. Alright, there's my travel. I do not think that's a bunny. Frostling. You are too cute. Would you have a rabbit's foot? A snow snare? And I'm kind of thinking, since all of the pig stuff is at the bottom of this, it makes me think the pig one was probably the last one I should have done. I don't know. I need 2 more frostberries. What are you? A crystal newt. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Snap trap, easy peasy. I think I have one. I do. Got ya. That was a bloody mess. Alright, I needed 1, right? No, 2 more. Can I just set one and 1 come up? Let's just set one and see if one just comes out of nowhere. Probably not, but you never know. Actually, I think something else might be going into it. Yep. Dang it. I'm sure I'll need one of those eventually. No, that's not what that means. Okay. Find me some bunnies. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, I don't... Just let me go. Where are you? Let's see. Bunny, 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 bunnies. Oh. Alright, one more. Trying to not get attacked by dogs. Dang, these things aren't very easy to find. Oh, there's one. Got it. Alright. Lucky. Alright. Craft that. And I need turkey gizzard stones. Okay. Travel to the fields. I like the mountain. That's pretty. Is it this one? Right? The turkey. Yep, turkey's in the fields. And for the turkeys, I need the... I need this. Let's go ahead and make 2 of them anyway. Alright, the turkey should be across the bridge or down this way. Yeah, there he is. And that. Is that enough or do I need another one? Nope, that's enough. Ah! Okay, now cats are fighting. Now back to the market. I just realized all of the waypoint things are open. Alright. Butcher shop up here? Yeah, right there. Here we go. Just think of how much more brutal. Okay. Magi Sharp XL. The sow slowly grinds the blade of her cleaver across a new whetstone, sending flecks of rust flying. She plucks a hair from her own chin and tests the keenness of the edge by splitting it in half. Ho ho, not bad at all. Go on, take this old stone and throw it in the trash bin. Thank you. Return to the cooking pit. Da 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 da. Almost there. And here you go. This ham is almost ready for dinner. Okay. Big pig whetstone. You toss the old brick into the effigy's ravenous maw and it cracks it to dust within moments. With its half meal of bricks, the porcine simulacrum swells to monstrous proportions. A rattling laugh chills your blood as the old man's spirit looks upon your work. Ha ha, what a proper beggar's feast this is. I thank you for the kind gesture, but I still don't see how this will bring justice to those wretched swine. Just you wait. I have to fire up the barbecue first. Now what? Oh, craft a cinder box. Let's see, where is the cinder box? Oh, right there. Craft a cinder box for the cooking pit. Ignite. Striking a spark into the pit, you set the tinder alight. You take a step back, watching the orange flames leap high into the air. The porcine effigy blackens as you tend the fire and fuss over the coals. A succulent aroma begins to waft on the wind. The old man licks his translucent lips hungrily. I swear I can almost smell a delicious roast. Ah, if only it were real. Over the sound of crackling logs, you hear a crowd of footsteps come padding down the road toward the cooking pit. Over here, I knew I smelled something good. It's the others, my friends. You've come back. Aye, a ghost. No, wait. Is that the old man Macaw? Say it isn't so, old-timer. When you never showed up for the morning head count, we all feared the worst. It's true, I ended up as pig food. Can you believe that? I worried you would all face the same fate as me. However, did you escape the hog farm? It is the strangest thing. The swine sister started complaining about the weather being too hot, even though it's pretty chilly if you ask me. All of a sudden, they bolted out into the woods, squealing all the way, left the gate wide open and everything. Then we smelled something delightful in the breeze and couldn't resist. It's been so long since we've had anything other than pig slop. Gosh, that smells so good. Is it barbecue? Where did you get all that food? Look at that. In place of the brick, sticks, and straw, the porcine effigy has split into a mountain of delectable sizzling meats. Ham, sausage, bacon, it all looks so delicious. What a wonder. It truly is a feast. Thank you. What did I tell you? Enjoy yourself for a little while longer and be at peace. The starving crowd happily helps themselves to the feast, cheering, laughing, and praising the old ghost's name. You see something twinkle amongst the cooling coals of the cooking pit. Mine. The hog. I earned a trophy. Warm to the touch, you pick out a piece of greasy gristle from the soot. On closer inspection, it appears to be the 3 separate chunks. 1 fat piece, 1 long piece, and 1 small piece. The souls of the pigs. Woohoo! Woohoo! Look at that. I am hungry. Alright, well, let me see. We've been going 40 minutes. We got the stag, the hawk, and the wolf. Well, we are already in the village, sort of. So let's just go ahead and... let's go to the village and we'll do the wolf. Or at least we'll start it. Village here, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. Where was the wolf? Oop. Oh, right here. This guy. I think I already talked to him on accident. The wolf. Speak to the wolf. The huntsman claims the wolf is a scourge upon the village. Let's see if his accusation holds any water. Track. Speak to the wolf in the village tavern. The village tavern. Oh, right here? Yeah. I thought I had to go talk to the gargoyle. Oh, yeah. Definitely see him. You find the wolf looming over a frightened-looking barmaid. Come on, Red, why don't you join me for a midnight snack? I already told you, I can't. I've got work to do. I'm sure your boss won't mind one bit. Don't make me beg now. Please, I really have to get back to work. Aw, but you're just so delectable. A real feast for the eyes. You accidentally tread on the wolf's tail. Oh, excuse me, sir. He jumps up with a yelp and spins to face you angrily. Yow! Watch where you're stepping, you old hag. Terribly sorry. I couldn't tell you apart from the dirty rug on the floor. That's hilarious. He bares his fangs at you menacingly. What did you say to me? While the wolf is distracted, the young maiden slips away and disappears into the gloom of the tavern. Rawr! Now look what you've done. Where'd she go? He shoves his way past you to go prowling around the bar. The huntsman's tale rings true. I better find where that barmaid got to before she becomes dinner. I find the barmaid in the tavern. I see her. Come here, let me help you. You see the maid's red hood poking out from behind a wooden barrel. Oh, it's just you. Thanks for helping me out back there. I was getting a little cramped. It's hard enough serving meat all day, but to have to deal with that slavering wolf too? He does seem like the relentless type. Are you alright? Just a bit rattled. I was ready to smash a tray over his snout if he got any closer, but I'm sure that would have landed me in hot water with the boss. The wolf's turning over every table and bar stool trying to sniff you out. Great. I guess I'll just hide back here and, reorganize the storeroom or something. I admire your sense of self-preservation, but maybe there's a more permanent solution to this problem? I know a young huntsman looking to prove himself. Perhaps we can lure the wolf outside and deal with him there. Sure, but how? You can count me out as bait because I'm done being dog food. I doubt that mutt can even... I'm getting tongue-tied. I doubt that mutt can see very well in this dingy place. I might be able to fashion a convincing enough look-alike to trick him. You eye a nearby coat rack. That ought to make a good starting place. Well, whatever you're gonna do it fast. I'm losing out on tips. You got it. This old coat rack ought to serve as a solid frame. You won't need much to fool the wolf, but the enchantment will take a special touch. Key to my heart and a protective talisman. Let me see. The protective talisman. Which one was that? The black one? Oh, well, there's the key to my heart. I need... Let me see. Oh, there it is. And there is the talisman. I need the red thing. Wicked gemstone. And what was the other? Magic paste, which I can make. Alright, so now come back and craft that. Alright. Okay, I got everything. Key to my heart. You tap the key and hear a lovely tone. This will power the puppet's heart and give it a romantic allure. Sewing kit. You take a stock of the bits and bobs needed for sewing together a convincing physique. There should be enough spare rags in the storeroom for ample stuffing. If this is to survive an attempt on the wolf, it will need all the magical assistance it can get. Are you sure this will work? I know the wolf doesn't have the keenest eyes, but he's no fool either. You grin underneath your cauldron and extend a gnarled finger toward the red hood hanging on the coat rack. It will work just fine, my dear. A hound relies on his sense of smell more than anything else. This spare cloak of yours will complete the illusion. You throw a hood over the puppet's form and utter a dark curse beneath your breath. A great tremor passes through the building, shaking its foundation and making the lights flicker. Oh, look! Ah! An eerie light fills the room, illuminating the puppet's body. Its head cocks ever so slightly to hold you in an unsettling gaze. It's alive! Take the puppet. I had better deploy the puppet out of the wolf's sight. This back room should do fine. Then I'll simply walk it over to the salivating carnivore and strike up a conversation. Ta-da! Oh, I'm the puppet! Look how cute this is! Walk the puppet to the wolf. Oh geez, he already sees me. You guide the puppet on its invisible strings and bump into the wolf. Well, well, look who's come back. I knew you couldn't hide from me forever. Yeah. You contort the puppet into a flirtatious twist and blow a kiss from the doll's stitched lips. What do you say you and me get out of this stinking tavern, eh? I'll take you up to my place, let you simmer in the, moonlight. You do your best to make the puppet flutter its eyelashes seductively, but the lids get stuck halfway. Thankfully, the wolf is paying too much attention to his hunger to notice. Don't be shy now, I'll show you the night of your life. It'll be a real treat, I promise. The wolf caresses the doll's burlap cheek with a clawed finger, grinning from ear to ear. The puppet returns his affection with a vacant, button-eyed stare. I've just got to get a few things prepared. Meet me at my cabin in the dark wood just north of the swamp. It's a very dangerous road, so don't think about running off. But don't worry, I'll be watching you every step of the way. Gosh, you are a prick. You know, to make sure you're safe. He licks his chops enthusiastically. Lashing his bushy tail back and forth, the wolf struts out of the tavern as if he had won 1,000 gold coins. You pilot the doll back to the storeroom and it collapses into a bundle at your feet, ready for its next assignment. You did it! That wolf is finally out of my hair. Thank you so much. Maybe now I can finally get some work done around here. But did I hear a gunshot from our brave huntsman? I best go see if his ambush went awry. Take care, my dear. Don't let the dogs keep you down. Absolutely. And what is it here? Mine. Alright. Where's the door? What did you do? The young hunter is practically shaking in his boots when you find him outside the tavern. I couldn't do it. I brought that wolf right to you and you chickened out? What kind of hunter are you? Did you see him? He's huge and hairy. He gave one look at my little blunderbuss and howled with laughter. How am I even supposed to scratch that monster with this puny pop gun? Sounds like you need some better ammo. As I recall, wolves have a particular distaste for silver. By Abraham's beard, you're right. What I need is a silver bullet. Alright. Silver bullet. I need alchemical alloy and a melting pot. For the alchemical alloy, I need silver fox fur from the mountain. And the melting pot I already can make, right? Yep. Or no. I need a cinder box. Yes. And the cinder box I can make. Oh, I need another cardinal feather. Dang it. Well, okay, so we're at just about 55 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here. And in the next episode, we are going to pick right back up where we left off. So as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss what's next. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.